Hi, everybody. This is Prof. John, and welcome to week one. So, what we have is University 101, week one. This is a piece of advice. Every single week, we have assignments, we have readings, and we have discussions. So, let's go to D2L and let me show you what I want to talk about. So, on D2L, you have, as usual, this is our first week, but it's going to be as a habit we are going to develop is to check the announcements at least once per week. Announcements are your email. Either way, I send you an email with the same information that I'll post on our D2L site. As usual, check, please, the calendar, the due dates. We have a specific due dates, but you are not expected to complete it at the end of the week. Actually, try to complete it little by little during the week. For example, in week one, we have from July the 3rd to July the 9th. I'm pretty sure that you have plans for the 4th of July, totally fine, but make sure that you are going to distribute your time accordingly to our class content and other classes or other situations you have to manage this summer too. Why I'm here? Well, this is the question for this week. What we have for this week? We have a sequential set of items that you're going to explore little by little. I'm not going to spend time on this because you're going to explore it by yourself and you're going to contact me if something looks ambiguous or something needs to be clarified. So you have all the information here. I'm just going to give you some pieces of information. There are some due dates. These due dates are strict due dates established. This is not something new because this is a class that is coordinated and also is not a self-paced class. Make sure to plan accordingly. Now, let's start from the beginning. Start here. You are going to have always, this is an explanation of the guidelines and rubrics. What is expected from the weekly reflections? What is expected from the discussion post you are going to post? So this is not something new, and you are going to be expected to read it. I'm a follower, a believer, actually, of instructions, guidelines, especially if they are clear from the very beginning. So these are the foundations for our class across the semester. So make sure to read the weekly reflections. What are the expectations? What is the purpose of them? Truly is an exercise you're going to develop, an exercise and a skill you're going to develop across the semester. And you have the rubric. What is expected from you? And also, piece of advice. You're expected to mention the readings we cover during the week within your reflections. There is a specific item that are going to tell you, yes, you're going to receive or lose points if you don't do your part with the readings, Wildcard perspective readings within your reflection. Comparisons, enlightenments, things, something that you say, oh, this made me think about an experience of yourselves, etc. Similar with the discussion board assignments and instructions. You have specific due dates, and it's going to be kind of you post, then you check others, and then you come back to yours and reply to them. You have a minimum of 2 responses. Obviously, try to provide complete responses to the prompts that you have every week. Reply for 2 people, but it's not going to be like a simple contributions. The idea that you can generate a discussion, a reflection, and you can tell something about somebody else discussion post. Also, you can ask questions there. There is no problem. And you have to come back and reply to your colleagues. So that's why for the first original post, we have week 1, July the 6th, then July the 8th, and then July the 9th. You can do it in advance if you can, but don't wait until the last minute to do it because otherwise you're not going to receive points for this activity, full points. What I mean is that if you're expected to reply to 2 of your peers, or to interact with to two of your peers, and you don't have just your prompt, you are missing half of the grade. Make sure of to follow that accordingly, and keep on mind the due dates. We have a specific due dates for the specific posts, and keep in mind this is not a self-paced course. Help me help you, please. Then you're gonna watch, beginning with the end in mind, because this course is going to be a scaffold course. You are going to build your bigger projects along the semester. Every single assignment is important. Don't try to spend or to put all your energy at the end of the semester, because we need you from the very beginning. We need you to be focused. And that's why we have all the materials, all the explanations, all the guidance within the D2L. And if something looks confusing, just let me know. I'm here to help you. Totally fine. Syllabus. You have a quiz for the syllabus, and this one is due this week. Actually, it's due on July the 6th. This is to make sure that you are conscious of the commitment you are getting with us in this course and with your colleagues. This is an important course that is going to be helpful for the rest of your career at the University of Arizona, so make sure to do your part. And for the week one reflection, this reflection had to be completed after the readings, because you're going to mention the readings, you're going to code the readings, you're going to use the readings as a source of inspiration. Make sure to code them, make sure to comment on them, and to bring some of the ideas you got from them so that you can provide a more thoughtful reflection of your experiences. This week we have 2 prompts, and if you have doubts about the reflection guidelines, they are there, always a reminder there. And the discussions, just make sure to respond to the prompt. That's all. As complete as possible. If you don't want to disclose any information that you feel that is sensitive, totally fine. Just try to provide a complete response as much as you can. And if you notice this week one introductions, I also post on D2L announcements where I ask you, please introduce yourself on Flipgrid. Please do so. Greet and meet introductions. Why I'm using Flipgrid as well as using discussion post. Discussion post is a reading part, is more formal within the class, and on Flipgrid is going to be more informal. It's nice to know to whom you're talking to and to create a sense of community, because learning online can be a little solitary for yourselves. Some of you prefer it, totally fine, but we want to create a community of help, a community of learners, a community of learning at the end of the day. So please complete it by the end of this week and follow the instructions there. And I think that that's all. Thank you so much for your time and attention, and see you next week. I'm excited to read your reflection this week and to comment on them, because feedback is part of the assignment. Have a wonderful rest of your week.